FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
If, as some feared, plausibly though wrongly, that Hitler had a real chance of getting a nuclear weapon by the end of the war, it would have been 1 or 2 atomic weapons. And if he had used them first against London or Birmingham, couldn't reach the U.S., it would not have changed the terms of the war. He wouldn't have won the war with it. It wouldn't have affected the war. It wouldn't have been unconditional surrender, nevertheless. And that you can say almost certainly. Now, if he'd had 10, he could affect the terms probably. But there wasn't any question of his under bombing and in the case of the war and what was available to him. He couldn't have had more than 1 or 2 if he'd had a crash program, which he didn't. Any more than Saddam Hussein did by 2003. It wasn't there. But with 1 or 2 he wouldn't. The bomb would then have come into the world, even though we'd been working on it but hadn't yet used it, say, as the archetypal Nazi weapon. Totally indiscriminate, ruthless, used even when you're near defeat. A weapon that did not win a war for the Germans, as we thought it had for us. So it's done by a loser, by ruthless, by the Nazis. What could be more Nazi, more Hitler than that bomb? That would have been first in the list of Nuremberg war crimes. And not just the generals. The scientists who worked on that would have all been hanged. And who knows how things would have gone forever after that. Ultimately, maybe in a way similar to what did happen, or maybe not. But the point is that it would have introduced the bomb in a context in which would almost certainly have been seen as illegal, criminal, murderous, Nazi-like, worthy of being hanged, and a weapon that the highest goal of humanity should be to put that genie back in the bottle. You couldn't uninvent it, but to really make sure it would never be used or threatened again. The way it did come was there's a whole nation, it happens to be our nation, who accepted the idea very quickly. Winning weapon, necessary, saved 1 million lives, many myths here. Really a great thing. We have it. Some people manage to believe we're the only ones who will have it, even though scientists were saying no, no, no. But even Truman managed to believe they'll never get it. The Russians are not up to it, technically. So we alone have it, can be a force for peace, and could hardly wait to use it to threaten